Redmi Note 9 Pro vs Realme 6, which is the best new smartphone under 15,000 rupees. The budget smartphone scene has gotten to a point where not a week goes by without a new model launching, or at least some teaser or rumor about the next phones on the horizon coming out. Xiaomi obviously wasn't going to take this lying down, and unsurprisingly, a few weeks later, we now have the Redmi Note 9 Pro review to take on the Realme 6. Redmi Note 9 Pro vs Realme 6 prices and variants. Realme has a slight edge as its highest variant has 2GB more RAM than Xiaomi's offering at the same price. The Redmi Note 9 Pro, left, and Realme 6, right, each have 4 rear cameras. Just when the designs of most budget smartphones have begun to blend with one another, the Redmi Note 9 Pro comes in with a distinctive camera layout, which should help it stand out. Xiaomi has used Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back of this phone, and it even has a P2i nano coating, which should help it survive light splashes of water. Xiaomi continues to offer an infrared emitter on the top, so you can use the Redmi Note 9 Pro as a secondary remote for your home appliances. The Realme 6 borrows a familiar design from its existing siblings, which at this point, feels a little stale in comparison to Xiaomi's offering. It's thicker, but the volume and power buttons are on opposite sides of the body, and are a lot more ergonomic for daily use. Just like the Redmi Note 9 Pro, the Realme 6 has a slightly recessed power button, which is also the capacitive fingerprint sensor. Despite its slightly heavier body and awkwardly placed buttons, we'd still pick the Redmi Note 9 Pro over the Realme 6 when it comes to design. The Redmi Note 9 Pro scored 279,978 points in AnTuTu, 568 and 1,761 in Geekbench's single-core and multi-core tests, and 3,665 points in Threadmark's Slingshot Unlimited. The fluid effect when scrolling is missing in the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which the Realme 6 enjoys thanks to the 90Hz refresh rate. Both phones also have equally fast fingerprint sensors, and a quick tap on the side is all it takes to wake them without actually having to press their power buttons. The Redmi Note 9 Pro has the bigger battery, but the Realme 6 can be charged more quickly. Redmi Note 9 Pro vs Realme 6 display and speakers. Both also feature hole punch cutouts, with the Redmi Note 9 Pro having its front camera in the center, while the Realme 6 has it in the upper left corner. Coming to sound quality, the speaker in the Realme 6 can get a lot louder than the one in the Redmi Note 9 Pro at full volume. The Redmi Note 9 Pro has a much bigger 5,020 mAh battery than the 4,300 mAh one in the Realme 6. When it comes to charging, the Realme 6 can be topped up a lot quicker, thanks to support for 30 watts fast charging and a smaller battery, compared to 18 watts and a larger battery in the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Redmi Note 9 Pro vs Realme 6 cameras. The Redmi Note 9 Pro has a 48-megapixel Samsung GM2 sensor for its primary camera, an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera, a 5-megapixel macro camera, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. The Realme 6 on the other hand has a 64-megapixel primary sensor, an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera, a 2-megapixel macro camera, and a depth camera of unspecified resolution. Autofocus is quick on both phones, and when shooting landscapes in daylight, we found that the Realme 6 did a better job overall. Details and distant objects were better represented and colors were more natural, compared to the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which often sharpened images and boosted colors a bit too much. Looking at the shots taken with both phones' wide-angle cameras, it's the Redmi Note 9 Pro that did a better job with details. Wide-angle camera samples, tap to see full-size image. In low light too, it was the Realme 6 that delivered better details and exposures in the darker regions of photos. Surprisingly, the Realme 6's wide-angle camera performed slightly better in low light, compared to the Redmi Note 9 Pro. With selfies, we found that the Realme 6 captured better details and skin tones, although the Redmi Note 9 Pro wasn't too far behind. Both selfie cameras captured weak details in low light, but we preferred the warmer skin tones of the Realme 6's photos. With screen flash enabled on both phones, the Redmi Note 9 Pro captured brighter colors, but these were wildly exaggerated. The Realme 6 and the Redmi Note 9 Pro can both shoot up to 4K resolution video, but without stabilization. At 1080p, the Redmi Note 9 Pro has better stabilization, but again, colors can look heavily exaggerated. In low light, footage recorded with both phones at 4K is noisy, but the Realme 6 captures better colors. At 1080p, footage is still grainy, but the Realme 6 manages better exposure and details, compared to the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which captures softer details. As for the wide-angle cameras, it's the Redmi Note 9 Pro which had slightly better looking results, although both phones only managed to capture very dark video that was barely usable. Both Xiaomi and Realme offer their own customized versions of Android 10. The Redmi Note 9 Pro runs MIUI 11, which features a lot of gestures and shortcuts that you can enable. Realme's new Realme UI is lean and offers a look and feel that's closer to stock Android, which we appreciate. There would be a small learning curve with either one, if you're coming from a phone running stock Android, but neither is too complicated. Xiaomi has spent years refining the look and feel of MIUI, and Realme has taken Oppo's already fairly polished ColorOS and has added some of its own flair to it. MIUI and Realme UI offer plenty of options to customize the look and feel of the phones. If we had to pick a winner between the Redmi Note 9 Pro review and the Realme 6 review, based on all the tests we've done on them, the Realme 6 would be the one. It has a slightly more powerful processor, better loudspeaker, and higher refresh rate display. Looking at the variants on offer, the top-end version of the Realme 6 gets you 2GB more RAM than the top-end version of the Redmi Note 9 Pro, for the same amount of money. The Redmi Note 9 Pro is a solid offering too, and one-ups the Realme 6 in some areas, most notably its scratch-resistant glass back, more distinctive design, bigger battery, and better wide-angle and macro cameras.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.